This channeled and nose 32 Ford looks like the classic roadster. The type you might have seen at El Mirage, going for a land speed record in the 40s and 50s. Actually, it's a roadster of the 90s. It's brand new, hand-built. Many say the prettiest roadster in the world. Hi everybody, I'm Dallas Raines, and welcome to my world, the exciting world of speed and beauty. On today's show, we'll see how the modified, supercharged Jeeps battle to be king of the hill at Gravel Rama. Then a trip back in time when we go California cruising with the ultimate candy-colored dream machine. And 0 to 140 in 2.5 seconds. Sand dragsters will blow anything away. Looking at a 110-foot high hill of gravel with a 76-degree slope through the windshield of this Jeep is like looking at a tidal wave about to break. But that's the kind of thrill that draws throngs of people to Gravel Rama. It's where brute horsepower propels these vehicles in a battle to see who can make it to the top of a terrifying mound called the Big Eliminator. To test their expertise and skill, to Cleves they come to face the hill. And so it has been every Labor Day weekend for the past 20 years. They come from all over the USA, Canada, and even Puerto Rico. This quiet Midwestern town plays host to a celebration of horsepower called the Gravel Rama. The weekend has three main events: a sand drag, an obstacle course race, and the main focus of the event, an uphill climb on a man-made hill known to these intrepid competitors as the Big Elm.
The hill is built every year. We have dozers, pickup trucks come in. We actually dig out the base of the hill, carry it all the way to the top. After we have chopped off the top of the hill and remount all the gravel back up on top of the hill, the hill is approximately the size of a 3-story building.
The hill is made of pea gravel with a consistency of fine sand. At a height of 110 feet and a gradient of 76 degrees, Big Elm towers over the campgrounds that surround it. Although the event started as a competition for Jeeps, and today many of the competitors will be driving them, Gravel Rama has expanded to include other 4-wheel drive classes.
We have approximately 450 to 500 competitors that will run anywhere from street stock Jeeps and trucks to full-blown 4-wheel drive rails.
The event is held by the Indiana, Ohio, and Kentucky 4-wheelers and sanctioned by the East Coast Association. Though most of the entrants are amateurs, the event has stringent rules and safety regulations.
It's weight to cubic inches on your motor. Safety factors like roll cage has to be to frame, fire extinguishers. If they are alcohol, they have to have onboard extinguishers. Probably the standards are higher, if not higher, than drag racing on asphalt.
One feature common to most of these vehicles are large tires with scoops to aid in giving additional traction. But the key to challenging Big Elm is horsepower.
It takes a lot of horsepower, takes a lot of tire spin, kind of gives away just like mud would, so we kind of go for that. Chevy S10, we run a NASCAR Winston Cup engine. We run on alcohol with nitrous.
Sand drag funny car with a hand-built aluminum body. It's a 106-inch wheelbase, has a D-stroke 400 small block Chevy, and it's 377 cubic inches with alcohol fuel injection.
66 Ford Bronco. It's a highly modified Bronco, and we run A-class.
It's a homemade chassis. It's a 331 cubic inch, 125-inch wheelbase, small block Chevrolet.
For 20 years, Pat Connors has come to challenge Big Elm. This year, Pat's hopes of victory rest with Mr. Quick, a 103-inch wheelbase, 355 cubic inch hand-built sand dragster. Like many of the drivers, Pat's team is a family affair. His wife, Lou, is his crew.
I'm with him down at in the pits and making sure he's fueled and anything he needs. He's a very good driver. I've watched him over the years, and I do not get worried about him.
I guess I'm a very competitive type person, and every year you have to go faster and faster, and I guess part of it is also building the cars to do it, to see if you're a little better than the next guy.
The race is structured in stages. Competitors go head-to-head in eliminations on a smaller 80-foot hill with a gradient of 70 degrees. Those who qualify go for broke on Big Elm. As the rounds progress, the drivers start closer and closer to the top.
The best thing that you can do is try to get your forward motion going. And then if you have enough horsepower, which fortunately I have, in this case, that you just can feather it back, because once you get halfway up the hill, you can't see anything. I mean, there's nothing to look at except the flags at the top.
Start shaking. then you let her fly. You just hold back. And then when you peak that hill, you don't see nothing but sky. And you just grab a hold of the brake and hope for the best.
One of the toughest parts about it is getting staged on the hill. From that point on, it's put it to the floor. Once the car comes up on the sand, then you got to get out of it.
You stay on the hammer, you're going for an air ride.
And just try to keep real level-headed, because if you get too nervous, then it's to your disadvantage.
A special guest star at this year's event is no other than the king of monster trucks, Bigfoot. Like any other celebrity, Bigfoot likes to strut his stuff to the delight of young and old alike.
They've never had anything go over that hill that was over 5,000 pounds, and my truck at that time weighs 13,000 pounds, so it really was a thrill for me to finally get over that.
There's just always something going on. They do a great job with it. They keep some action all the time. They having Bigfoot and everyone here. There's no dull moment.
Adding to the atmosphere is the attitude of the participants themselves. For although the event is competitive, for the most part, it's pure fun.
The camaraderie, the racing, the competition, just everything. It's great. I think this sport is probably one of the best sports going for the money that you have to invest.
Everybody comes around and congratulates you when you win.
This year, Pat and Lou Connors will accept those congratulations and join a very special group of racers known as the Over the Hill Gang. Although there is no financial reward in winning, there are other benefits. A good time with good people, and the knowledge that next year, Big Elm will be waiting to renew the challenge of Gravel Rama.